Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Sarah and I put out videos 2 times a week, so be sure to subscribe before you leave. Today's video is going to be over the Elf Acne Fighting Foundation review. So I do several check-ins and then I give you my thoughts at the end. So let's just get right into it. Okay, so today we're going to try the Elf Acne Fighting Foundation. I got this at Ulta online. It's in the shade Buff. I'm already cheating a little bit. I think I've tried it once, but I really can't remember if it lasted or not because I think it's been a while since I've had this already, maybe like a couple weeks or so. I'm gonna go ahead and do like a retest and kind of try to pay attention to my foundation. I'm only gonna prime half of my face using the One Heck of a Blot Instant Perfecting Power Primer. I'm not going to be concealing my acne and stuff because it's really active right now. Y'all know I like to do reviews when I have like active acne so we can see how well it's gonna cover. I guess we'll prime at this side. So I'm just gonna prime everywhere on this side of my face. I think I put too much, but it's okay. Well, I'm gonna use my Real Techniques sponge right here. It's already damp. I was gonna use a brush, but for some reason my skin does not like brush application. I've tried all kinds of dense brushes, kind of like loose flat tops like the Wet n Wild flat top. My skin didn't like that one. It just left the foundation looking really streaky and it didn't just set or settle into my skin. I'm going to put a little bit on the back of my hand so you can see it there. It's quite a lot of product. I think I grabbed a little bit too much. Before I apply this, let's see what it claims to do. I'm going to Ulta's website. It says it's lightweight, works to disguise redness, blemishes, and uneven skin tone. The Flawless Coverage Foundation formula is infused with acne-fighting key ingredients, salicylic acid, witch hazel, camphor, tea tree, and soothing aloe to help prevent and treat acne blemishes. And of course, it's cruelty-free and vegan. One layer gives a natural finish, or apply in buildable layers for fuller coverage. So let's go to the Elf website. On the Elf website, it only comes in 5 shades versus Ulta website has 7 shades. I don't know if they sell this in store at Target. I know I've seen the one with the pump, but not this acne fighting one. I could be wrong. They could have been out of stock, but I don't remember seeing it. It's basically everything that's on the Ulta site. So alright, so again, back to this. Let me see if it has a smell. It just smells like foundation, I guess. Doesn't really smell bad. Okay, so here's my face before we apply the foundation. Let's do this side since it has the most active grossness going on. So I'm going to do one side of my face and then we'll compare. Just dot this. And again, this side's the one with the primer. I always like to start blending at my neck. And again, I did not obviously put concealer on my blemishes. Wow. I don't know if I just put too much or if it's just really that full coverage. My gosh, guys, this is pretty good. A really full coverage foundation for $6. That is not bad, especially with like acne fighting stuff. Does it look like it's a match? It's probably a little too light, so I might have to bronze up a little bit. For some strange reason, I've been liking my foundations to be a little bit dark just because I do powder so much, so it ends up lightening it up. So I always like to go like a shade or two, a little like darker than my actual color, and then blend it down because I feel like down here is a little bit darker on me since I'm always wearing tanks and stuff like that during the summer, or I'm out in the sun by the pool at Shane's mom's house and just getting some sun. So yeah, I definitely get dark on my shoulders. So it blends really good. I don't remember it saying like how the finish was, but I'm assuming because it's for like acne prone skin, it's gonna be a little bit matte. There's one side all blended out, and it did pretty good with the sponge. Like I said, I wish I could try a brush, but it's gonna be super streaky, so I don't know if it's like a user error. I'm about to order some brushes on Amazon, so we will see. It's supposed to be like a dupe to the Sigma F80, which I heard is amazing for a foundation. You could see the texture on my skin. The coverage is just so good. Look at that. So there's one side. And then there's the other side. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do the other side of my face, and I'll go ahead and fast forward it so you can watch. Okay, so this is my face completely finished. All I'm going to do is apply a little bit of this Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer, just a little under my eyes, a little bronzer and blush, and maybe an eyeshadow, mascara, you know, just keeping it light just so that way the main focus is the foundation, not really like everything else. I will be right back. Okay, so I am back and I finished my face. I did something light. I have a few errands to run and the time is 1:37 p.m. So I will do several check-ins, and I did notice that it started to settle into my forehead line right here, but I think that's kind of usual with a lot of foundations. I don't see it sinking into my little like nose crevices and stuff. It's not sinking into like my smile lines and stuff like that. Now that I'm paying attention, I'm really loving this foundation. Upon initial application, it's full coverage and I didn't need to put on a second layer, which is amazing. So it's probably going to be one of my foundations where I just put it on and go instead of having to put concealer and then my foundations. So far so good, so I'm going to cross my fingers, and I did set it with a Rimmel Stay Matte pressed powder. Alright guys, so yeah, y'all saw the time and I'm going to do several check-ins, so I will see you guys in a little bit. Hey y'all, so this is my first check-in and it's pretty much 5 o'clock. It is 4:57 p.m. I feel like I'm a huge grease ball, which I'm really not that bad, but when you have an oily face, any oil, you're just like, oh my gosh, like I'm a total grease ball. Anyways, okay, you can see it with my lighting and stuff. I did not put any highlight or anything luminous on my face. I tried to keep it all matte. I don't usually blot in my reviews or anything like that or touch up. I tried to keep from touching my face because Savannah always likes to like do kisses and stuff, or when she's sitting on my lap I kind of lean my head on her hair a little bit. So I'm trying to remember that I'm doing a foundation review. You can see that it is a total greasy mess. It kind of looks a little bit worse on camera, I think, than it does in real life. I am a little bit, just the slightest bit oily right here on my cheeks. It's where I tend to get a little bit oily right here, and on my nose it is just so bad on my nose. Ugh. My chin and my cheeks are a little bit oily. I don't usually blot. So let's just keep going with not usually blotting, and we'll see how much oil progresses. As far as I can tell, it did move around right here because the nose pads of the shades I had on, it kind of did gather right here in the like creases of my nose, but it's not anything bad. I don't really see it separating from my nose besides what my nose pads on my shades removed. I'm sure if I touch my nose right now that it's going to remove all of the foundation and powder and everything that I used to kind of set it in place. Other than that, I mean, it looks really good. On my dry areas are gonna be my jawline right here and my temples. Those are usually my really dry areas. It doesn't look like it clung onto them. I do see just the tiniest bit of creasing in my smile lines right here. I'm gonna try not to touch my face because then everything's just gonna get moved around. I will see you guys in a little bit, which is probably gonna be my last check-in. So it's gonna be probably another 4 hours, maybe 9-10 o'clock when I check in. So I will see y'all later. It is 9:37 p.m. I am totally ready to wash my face. So I've had this foundation on for about, what, it was like after 1 o'clock, and it is 9:37. So at like 8.5 hours or so, close to 9 hours, I am finally a giant grease ball mess. Look at that. Ugh. That looks so horrible. It's just so slick. Everything still looks like in its place just because I haven't touched my face or anything. My cheeks finally, like right here, they finally did get more greasy, as well as my chin is really shiny, and just my forehead. It's just like a giant slippery, slick mess, as well as my nose is just so bad. Overall, I'm on the fence about the longevity, the long wear of this foundation. It looked okay about the second hour, and then I think I checked in maybe 3 or 4 hours later with you guys. I can't remember. And that's when it starts to look really, really the beginning stages of it getting greasy before it turns into this 4 or 5 hours later. I do love the coverage. It only took 1 layer, so it's really super full coverage for me, and I have bad acne scars. I only needed 1 layer. I don't know how deep it goes, but like I said, on Ulta's website there's 7 shades, and on the Elf website I think I said there's 5 shades, which is really weird. You can find this brand at Target and it's $6, so if you're on a budget, go ahead and get this. To me, it doesn't have a weird smell like I had initially talked about. It kind of just smells like foundation, but with the acne fighting ingredients, I think some people in the reviews that I was reading said it smelled kind of funny. And the smell does go away. It's not anything powerful or anything. To me, it just smells like foundation. As far as the packaging goes, it's kind of like a matte plastic packaging. This product has 1.21 fluid ounces, which is more than most standard 1 fluid ounce foundations, so that's pretty good. You're getting your bang for your buck as far as the amount of foundation in here. On a scale of 1 to 5 stars, I think I'm gonna give this a 4, and the reason I take off 1 star is because the wear time of this is only 2 to 3 hour wear. It doesn't stay matte longer than that, which is disappointing. I'm really glad I got to try this out and review it for you guys, so that way you can see how it is on some real skin. Not throwing shade, but it's hard to base your opinion on reviews that you see with like big beauty gurus who already have flawless skin. Like, no, that's why I do these reviews, because we need some real skin up in here with acne problems and greasy mess and stuff like that. If you're interested on trying this out, I'll go ahead and leave it linked down below. Like I said, it's only $6, and if you buy it from Ulta, you can always take it back even if you used it. That's what I love about Ulta's policy. I'm not sure about Target or Elf if they will accept a product that has already been opened or used. So yeah, that is it for this review. Let me know if you tried this foundation and if it worked for you or not. I'd love to hear your opinions and thoughts, and just give me like a mini review if you've used this foundation. So be sure to subscribe if you're not already by hitting this button right here. All my social medias are listed down below, so go check me out there. Have a blessed day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.